Hello everyone, I'm back, and today I'm here to maximize your fear. So far, 2024 has been a year filled with many strange things caught on trail cams. From weird unidentified creatures to killers and to many other unexplainable phenomena. So today I decided to highlight some of the most chilling and downright horrifying creatures caught on trail cameras this year. So grab your maximum fear coffee mugs and allow your fear to be maximized as we recap the scariest trail camera clips of 2024. The following video was released to the public at the beginning of the year. A camping enthusiast has a campsite set up deep within the woods on his property, and it still remains unknown what state this encounter came from, but he lives somewhere in the northern US. He has a trail camera installed on a tree at the site to keep an eye on the area while he's gone. Every once in a while, he goes out to retrieve the trail cam to check the footage. Most of the time, it wouldn't pick anything up, but occasionally a curious deer or some other wildlife would be captured. But this time, he captured something that would not only shock him, but it would shock the entire world. Seen is a gigantic, dark Sasquatch-looking creature. It's seen dropping a huge tree branch right onto his tent. Zooming in, it's covered in long dark hair, the shoulders are broad, and the head is massive, definitely larger than a human's. Comparing this Bigfoot-like creature to the tent, this thing completely towers over it. The average 1 to 2 person camping tent is about 4 to 5 feet tall, and that looks to be about the height of the tent here. So that would mean that the being is around 8 to 9 feet tall. And it's hypothesized that this clip is so short because the trail camera ran out of storage and stopped recording, or because it's the type of trail camera that only takes a video for a few seconds after the motion is detected. But anyways, this is some seriously captivating footage. And why was this creature so angry? Maybe the campsite was inadvertently set up on the Bigfoot's territory? The man has since relocated his campsite to a new area in the woods, in hopes of never running into this creature ever again. The following mysterious photos were just uploaded to Reddit on February 4th, 2024, and viewers are puzzled. The photos come from Reddit with the caption, "A friend that lives in England found this in their garden." Here's the first photo. What looks like a very small humanoid creature is seen lying sideways in the grass. However, people quickly chalk this up to being a hoax, stating that the being is nothing but a crazy-looking root or plant of some sort. But take a look at the second picture. Now we really get a good look. From the front angle, we can see it has an elongated skull with eyes and a nose, and even a mouth. Looking even further, we can see the being has, well, let's just say a chest. And it also seems to have 2 long, scrawny arms and 4 legs, or 3 legs and a tail or something. Online viewers began to quickly speculate that this was the corpse of an alien. I mean, how could a root or plant possibly have a face and body like this? However, this is still an ongoing debate and investigation considering the photos were just released the other day, so it hasn't been confirmed real or fake yet. And for some reason, the original posters on Reddit completely deactivated and deleted their account, causing much more mystery. I'll definitely follow up on this clip in the near future when more information is released. On January 22nd, 2024, a farmer would have an absolutely terrifying experience late one night. The caption reads, "Farmer terrorized by something huge in her cornfield." Take a look.
What the is happening? It's getting closer to me.
She's obviously spooked as something absolutely massive is charging through the corn stalks right towards her. It gets closer and closer until finally the corn stalks on the edge begin moving as if something is right there.
But it sounds real far off.
This is obviously terrifying enough, being hunted in the dead of night by an unseen presence hiding within the crops. However, the woman later realized she not only captured the crops moving, but she also caught an unidentified life form at the edge of the crops earlier on in the footage.
Hello?
As we can see, an otherworldly shadow is seen. We can see a very tall, gray-skinned being. We can see it has a roundish face with glowing eyes, and it's just peering around the corn stalks. The woman states that the corn stalks are 8 foot tall plus, meaning this shadowy being caught here has to be at least 8 feet tall. Commenters speculated that this was a skinwalker, an evil, shape-shifting presence that tries to mimic humans and wildlife in an attempt to cause harm to humans. And you can tell the farmer is genuinely horrified, and her reaction seems very real, making people believe even more. But others have absolutely no idea what to make of this strange encounter. Taking a look at a trail cam photo uploaded to TikTok on December 12th, 2023. It was uploaded by a user named Olivia Twist Mysteries. Here's the photo that was allegedly snapped by the heat and motion activated trail cam. Initially, it looks like a wolf or coyote, but something seems off. Starting with the face of the creature, the mouth looks really human-like, with big white teeth protruding. Canine's teeth are sharp and pointy, not straight and dull like this. And its nose and eyes almost appear human-like as well. And just look at its front paws. They're not even paws. They're hands with long fingers and fingernails. They look just like human hands. Because of the human-like traits, online users discussed werewolves and chupacabras. Werewolves are half-human, half-wolf mythical creatures that can supposedly switch back and forth from human to animal, whereas chupacabras are legendary cryptid creatures that hail from Mexico. They are supposedly scary demonic dog-looking beings that terrorize humans by feeding upon their livestock. So what do you guys think? Did this trail cam potentially capture a chupacabra or perhaps even a werewolf? Let me know what you think in the comments. The following is a Bigfoot sighting taken by a lone hiker. He was out for a hike in the vast wilderness of the woods, just overall enjoying nature and losing track of time. And he eventually reached a certain area where he was completely surrounded by pine trees. These pine trees were very thick, and it was hard for him to see through them to the other side. But suddenly he heard something massive making its way through the other side of the dense trees. He got his phone out and began recording because he thought it was going to be a big animal or something, but instead he caught something much more dark and disturbing.
Holy.
An absolute behemoth bipedal creature walks past. Some immediately pointed out that it was Bigfoot. But this creature here looks a little different than the traditional Bigfoot. Its arms reach all the way down to its feet, as we can see here. And it's significantly thinner and more hunched over. And this disturbing creature has to be at least 10 feet tall. So what's your theory? Now this video clip here taken in the deep woods is downright chilling. A man was walking the woods all alone at night. He walks along and shines his flashlight until suddenly he runs into something straight out of a horror movie. This is when he quickly pulls out his phone and records this video. About 20 yards in front of him is some glowing-eyed creature. Its eyes are bright red and its body is dark. It almost looks like a shadow. And we can see it moving its hands around and doing some sort of strange gesture. Now I'm going to show the clip again, but this time I upped the exposure and the brightness all the way. Take a look. What could this thing be? It's unclear, but whatever it is, it sure looks demonic. On January 7th, 2024, some intriguing but disturbing footage would emerge. It comes from the owner of a remote property in Massachusetts. She has a trail camera installed near the backyard of her home to keep an eye on the area. She's always on the lookout for criminals or even wild animals defacing her property. But on this late night, her camera picked up something she can't explain. Here's the clip. At first, we see a person standing on the property. We can see their footprints in the snow. But then suddenly it hunches over, and only seconds later it's a wolf or some sort of canine crawling away. Did this camera just capture a man shapeshifting into a dog? You can see here first it was clearly a person standing there, but then here it's a dog. How can you explain this? The homeowner had absolutely no clue, and that's why she took to social media. Commenters quickly tried to come up with theories, the main one being a skinwalker. As I said earlier, skinwalkers are malevolent, shape-shifting spirits. So did we just witness a skinwalker changing forms? Skeptics try to debunk the footage by saying that it's too blurry to see what exactly is going on, and also that it could maybe just be a glitch in the camera. But others are adamant that the story is much more dark than we could imagine. Taking a look at some trail cam footage that's terrifying, but for a different reason. The Voyagers Wolf Project is a group dedicated to bringing us crazy and up-close trail cam footage of wolves in northern Minnesota. They have many trail cameras set up throughout the region, but it looks like they're about to lose one of their trail cameras because of what's happening in the footage here. A pack of wolf pups attack the trail cam. They start off attempting to break the camera straps but are unsuccessful. So they begin biting and gnawing at the camera itself, which makes for some insane footage. Their teeth are extremely sharp and they're extremely strong, especially because they travel in packs. But this wolf pack here shown in the footage is dubbed the Whiskey Point Pack. The trail cam owners report that for 7 minutes straight, these 3 wolves attacked the camera, but somehow it withstood the attacks, and it remained standing at the end. This video just surfaced on January 19th, 2024, and it has since been making headlines. A man was on a normal commercial flight when he looked out of the window and spotted something odd. Not much context was given, like the location and if anybody else saw this strange UFO, but here it is regardless. What makes this footage so groundbreaking and so believable is how clear it is. It's super HD footage, to the point where we can even read the letters on the flying saucer. TRUFF. Could this be a secret aircraft controlled by the government and this is some sort of acronym code? Or is it an alien spacecraft controlled by extraterrestrials? Either way, the footage looks super real to me. In fact, it might be the clearest footage ever taken of a UFO. And at the end of last year, I discussed how many UFO sightings and videos came throughout 2023. And I asked you guys if you thought these sightings would continue into the new year. And not only have they continued, but they're seeming to get even more crazy. So it looks like my question was answered. But what do you guys think? Could this somehow be a hoax? Let me know. Now this clip here is insanely scary, especially if you don't like spiders. And of course it comes from Australia. Australia is infamous for its dangerous wild animals and creatures. And this is exactly why. Take a look.
Above our headline, so unless you're Keel O'Neill, they're not going to bother you really.
A bunch of huge spiders simultaneously sit atop a web near a tree. The man in the video says they're pretty high up, so they're not going to bother you. But my question is, what happens if one falls on you while you're walking along the sidewalk below? One of the top comments by TikTok user J1NW0O_ reads, "Sir, the spiders are bothering me and I'm in a different country." I thought this comment was hilarious, but on a more serious note, I believe that the spiders in the video are banana spiders. These are commonly found throughout Australia and other countries as well. They can grow up to a few inches long, but they don't get insanely big like tarantulas. And despite how menacing they look, they're only slightly venomous. Their bites are similarly compared to a bee sting, and their venom is also comparable to how a bee sting feels. So, if bitten by one of these spiders, it still would be rather painful, but not life-threatening. I feel like the adrenaline created from having a massive spider on you would definitely take away from the pain of the bite. And also, speaking of spiders, every summer on the back of my house, we have a few big spiders that hide within the cracks of the siding, and they come out at night. Once summer rolls around, I'll definitely have to take a video for you guys, and maybe we'll even have to feed them, so stay tuned. This eerie video comes from Reddit user WarningNo9188. It comes from a security camera that they have mounted on the back of their house near their back deck. Sadly, the uploader's dog had recently passed away, and it was a rather sad time for them. Grieving the loss of a family pet can be a very difficult time. But what happened a couple nights later made them believe that his spirit may still live on. Two pieces of footage are brought up. One at night and one during the day. Each time the cart moves all on its own. Seeing or having an encounter with the ghost of a lost pet is a more common phenomenon than you may think. So yes, they speculated that this was the spirit of their dog moving the cart. But because dogs are so special to us and we are so special to them, this is why this phenomenon is believed to happen. Their spirit wants to remain in the place where it felt the most happiness. And I actually have a personal story about something like this. Many years ago, my family and I had a pet cat named Smokey. She was a stray outdoor cat that randomly showed up to our house one day and never left. So we took her in and fed her and kept her as a pet. But she was an outdoor cat and loved to roam around and adventure the neighborhood. But one day my neighbors found her dead up in the field near our home. She had some bite marks around her neck and it looked as if she was attacked by some sort of wild predator, like a coyote or something. But for some reason, besides the bite marks, she didn't really seem to have any other visible wounds. But anyways, right after we found her, we walked back home all sad and then we went inside our house. And as soon as we walked inside, the light in our computer room was flickering on and off repeatedly. It wasn't like the bulb was burning out or something, it was like someone was literally flicking the light switch on and off, but the light switch was right beside us and no one was even close to touching it. And the switch itself was not moving at all, but the flickering never stopped until one of us went over and flicked the light switch up and down, and then this is when it finally stopped. And nothing like this ever happened again. And before this encounter, nothing like that had ever happened to us either. It was a perfectly normal light and we didn't have any electrical problems, so it was just really weird. Now I don't know if it was a coincidence, but all I can say is that it was just really strange. And the fact that it happened right after we found our dead cat in the field made us believe that maybe it was Smokey trying to give us a message. Now this is a super bizarre capture. I've never seen anything like this. This has to be one of the strangest creatures to ever exist on this earth. A deep sea camera spots something interesting looking and then nears closer.
It's defensive.
It's in the water column, isn't
That's
it?
a fish?
What? I don't know.
What?
Look, oh my god.
Look at that.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
You can hear by their reactions that this is super rare. This is apparently a creature called the gulper eel, also known as the pelican eel. The gulper eel can unhinge its jaw to eat way bigger prey, and that's exactly what we're witnessing here. It unhinged its jaw and probably attempted to eat something but missed. But watch what happens next.
Oh my god.
That's his defense. Like, let me
Oh,
blow
yeah.
up so I can show him how big I am.
Incredible.
Wow.
The shake.
Oh, it's a
Oh my god.
This eel practically deflates and turns back to normal. By the way they look when they're just swimming around minding their own business and they're not inflated like that, you would never think that it could open its mouth like that. Just a really crazy and insanely rare moment caught on camera. Something I can say you will probably never see ever again. Alright, I think it's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, go ahead and smash the like buttons, mom. Let's aim for 2,000 likes for another one of these scary trail camera videos. And if you want to get to know me more, you want to see more of my spooky content, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Maxwell Fear, or you can go ahead and follow me on TikTok, Maximum Fear YT. And be sure to subscribe to the channel because only 13% of you guys who watch my videos are subscribed. And be sure to hit that bell as well so you don't miss when I upload. Also, feel free to check out my merch, it's in the description down below. Alright, I hope your fear was maximized. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.